Hello friends, welcome to my channel Study Buzz. In this video, I'm going to discuss a very famous novel, The Kite Runner, written by Khaled Hosseini. The Kite Runner is the first novel by Afghan American author. It was published in 2003, and the story is set against a backdrop of turbulent period in Afghanistan. It tells the story from the fall of Afghanistan's monarchy through the Soviet military intervention and the exodus of refugees to Pakistan and United States, and then rise of Taliban regime in the country. So the story starts with the protagonist Amir, who recalls an event that happened 26 years before when he was still a boy in Afghanistan, in Kabul. And he says that the event has changed his life. Before the event, he lives in a nice home in Kabul, Afghanistan, with his father, whom he calls Baba. And they have two servants, Ali and his son Hassan, who are Hazaras. Hazara is an ethnic minority in Afghanistan. So there is one more character, Rahim Khan, who is Baba's close friend and who visits very often to their home. So when Afghanistan's king is overthrown, things begin to change. One day, Amir and Hassan are playing when they run into three boys, Asif, Wali, and Kamal. Asif threatens to beat up Amir because he has a friend Hassan who is a Hazara. So this shows the conflict of these two uh, classes, Hazara and Pashtun, because Hassan is Hazara and Amir is a Pashtun. So Asif threatens to beat up Amir for hanging up with Hazara boy Hassan, but Hassan uses his slingshot to stop Asif, and Asif feels insulted, and he decides to take revenge. And then story skips to winter when the kite fighting tournament occurs. When a kite loses, boys chase and retrieve it, and it is called kite running. When Amir wins the tournament, Hassan runs after the losing kite. Amir looks for him and finds Hassan uh, trapped with the group of boys. So Wali and Kamal hold him and Asif rapes him. Because Asif, in the earlier incident, Asif felt insulted and he decided to take revenge. So with this, he takes his revenge. He rapes Hassan. Amir runs away, and when Hassan appears with the kite, Amir pretends he does not know what happened, even though he witnessed everything. He witnessed the rape of Hassan, but he predicts that he does not know anything. Afterward, Amir and Hassan drift apart. Amir, who is racked by guilt, decides either he or Hassan must leave. So Amir hides some cash in a watch under Hassan's pillow and tells Baba that Hassan stole it. So it was his plan. Uh, it was his plan that because he wanted that Hassan must leave, because he was feeling very guilty. When Baba confronts them, Hassan admits to it, though he did not do it. Shortly after, Ali and Hassan move away. And then story jumps to March 1981, when Baba and Amir are in the back of a truck as they escape from Kabul, which was invaded by Soviets, and has become a war-like situation, a war-like zone. After a long, tired journey, they reach Pakistan. And then again, after 2 years, Baba and Amir live in California. Then again, story jumps. After 2 years, they are living in California while Baba works at a gas station and Amir finishes his high school and goes to college. Baba and Amir sell things at a flea market on Sundays, and Baba sees an old friend, General Tahiri. Amir meets General Tahiri's daughter Soraya, and they both started liking each other. And but after some time, Baba is diagnosed with lung cancer. Amir asks Baba if he will get General Tahiri's consent for Amir to marry Soraya. Then General Tahiri accepts the proposal, and they hold the wedding quickly because of Baba's health. And then Baba dies after a month. Amir and Suraya try unsuccessfully for a baby, while Amir starts working on his writing career. And after some time, Amir gets a call from Rahim Khan. Rahim Khan is a friend of Baba who lives in Afghanistan and who used to visit their home very regularly. So he gets a call from Rahim Khan. Rahim Khan is sick and wants Amir to come to see him in Pakistan. Amir meets him a week later, and Rahim Khan tells him about the devastation in Kabul. He says things only got worse after the Soviets were forced out. Now the Taliban rule by violence. So, this story is a kind of historical reflection where a writer tries to show the turbulent period of Afghanistan when there was a war-like situation, and then after Soviets, Taliban took the rule, and they started their rule by violence. He asked Amir to do a favor for him, but first he needs to tell him about Hassan. When Baba and Amir left Afghanistan, Rahim Khan watched their house. Out of loneliness and because he was getting older, he decided to find Hassan. He convinced Hassan and his wife Farzana to come back to Kabul with him. Farzana and Hassan eventually had a little boy, Sohrab. A few years later, Rahim Khan went to Pakistan for medical treatment, but he received a call from a neighbor in Kabul. The Taliban went to Baba's house and shot Hassan and Farzana and sent Sohrab to an orphan. So Rahim Khan wants Amir to go to Kabul and bring Sohrab back to Pakistan, where a couple will take care of him. He tells Amir that Baba was Hassan's real father. So this was a secret which Amir does not know. So Rahim Khan tells him that he is a step brother. Hassan is a step brother of Amir, and then Amir agrees to do it, to go to Kabul and bring Sohrab back to Pakistan, and he goes to Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, Amir finds the orphanage where Sohrab is supposed to be, but he's not there. The orphanage director says a Taliban official took Sohrab a month earlier, and if he wants to find the official, uh, he has to go to he has to set up a meeting and go to Taliban's like region. Then when they meet, Amir and the official meet. Amir tells the official he is looking for a boy, Sohrab, and the man tells the guards to bring the boy in. Sohrab is wearing a blue silk outfit and mascara. They make Sohrab dance and abuse him sexually. The official says something Amir recognizes, and suddenly Amir realizes the official is Asif, the boy with whom he had a conflict when they were young. They were young boys. Asif says he wants to settle some unfinished business. And here he takes his revenge. He beats Amir with brass knuckles, breaking up Amir ribs and splitting his lips. Sohrab threatens Asif with his slingshot, and Sohrab shoots him in his eye, allowing Amir and Sohrab to escape. As Amir recovers in the hospital, he finds out that there never was a couple that could take care of Sohrab. So it was a plan of Rahim Khan to send him to Kabul and then bring Sohrab back to Pakistan. But he finds that there was no one to take care of Sohrab. Amir asks Sohrab to live with him in the US, and Sohrab accepts. Amir wants to adopt Sohrab, but the adoption official tells Amir that adopting Sohrab will be impossible since he cannot prove Sohrab's parents are dead. And Amir tells Sohrab he may have to go back to orphanage for some time. Amir and Suraya figure out a way to get Sohrab to the US, but before they can tell Sohrab, Sohrab tries to kill himself. He was saved, but he stops speaking entirely. He was so depressed and he was so sad that he stops speaking entirely. Even after they bring Sohrab to California, Sohrab remains withdrawn. One day, they go to a park with other Afghans. People are flying kites. Amir buys one and gets Sohrab to fly it with him. They spot another kite and battle it, like the tournament of kite running. So, using one of Hassan's favorite tricks, they win. Sohrab smiles, and as the losing kite flies loose, Amir sets off to run it for Sohrab, and Amir says the same thing which Hassan used to say to him: "For you, 1,000 miles, 1,000 times over. For you, 1,000 times over." And the story ends here. So this is it for this video. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.